dangerous, aren't they?
Yeah,
What do you mean when you say that?
Dangerous because they're pretty. And when they get to be about, I imagine, 18 or 19, I'm going to be in trouble. Some fella told me the reason you have 3 girls and 1 boy is because you're going to be paid back for all the wrong you've done. Lord.
But don't you think those kids, great kids are there, are going to have a problem when they grow up because their father was the greatest of all time?
Well, I think it can present not a serious problem, but wherever you go, people will point to you and say this or that. But if you keep quiet and don't publicize it, I'm sure that people really won't know who you are. And Joe Louis's daughter was was handling some job or core thing in Chicago, and didn't nobody know it was his daughter until she really told somebody. You know, if you just keep it quiet.
The way they handle themselves,
right.
Really. Yeah. What did your mother want for you when you were a young lad, Muhammad?
She just wanted me to, like all mothers, basically, to go to school, to get an education, to stay out of trouble, stay out of bad gangs, and try to be somebody in life. That's all.
When did you know that you were the greatest?
When did I know I was the greatest?
Yeah.
Let me see, I was born in 1942. No, when I was 12 years old, I figured I had a great chance of being a fighter.
Yeah.
When I was 12.
You've had so many high spots in your career, in your life, I know that, and a lot of people think that your life is a very glamorous one, and you may think that's true too, but there must have been bad moments in your career and in your life, Muhammad. Can you recall any?
Well, you know, the first Frazier fight, you know, I was off 3.5 years. That was bad. And over here, a terrible moment in my life. It's when 1963 when that Henry Cooper hit me. He hit me with a left hook. That lick was so hard, it jarred my colored friends in America.
Henry, let me bring you in on this one, because, in fact, if that bell hadn't sounded, do you think you could have nailed Muhammad in that round?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
You know,
He was
I'll tell you what, Henry, come up. Can we have an action replay on
You're
that?
trying to
Because
start
I just want to know how it happened, actually. Come on.
I can't give the right way now.
Henry still looks good, too. You don't have no fat on or nothing.
Show us how the
I'll show you what I was doing. I was in the corner. Come on,
going
Henry.
backwards.
Yeah, I was in the corner, jamming. Well, he's really good.
And that was it?
Yeah, man, it's fast. He hit me so fast, he hit me before God got the news.
He's a great guy.
Come and sit down, Muhammad.
Yeah.
Good to have you, Henry. I know we have another fighter
It looks
here.
like he can still
So
fight
I'd
if
love
he
to
wanted
introduce
to.
to you, if I know Muhammad. His name is Len Harvey. He was one of the greatest British champions. He was a British champion at 3 different weights: middle, light, heavy, and heavy. In the 1930s and the early 40s, he fought at every single weight. Can I ask you, Len, would you have fancied your chances in the same ring as Muhammad Ali?
Oh, sure, yeah.
I thought I was the only cockiest fighter.
But let me ask you this. Would you prefer to fight the Muhammad Ali of the 1964s when Henry fought him, or the 1974 Muhammad Ali?
I think, to be fair to myself, that I would take the 64.
The 64?
64, yes.
You think you'd have had an easier task if you could have had an easier task at all?
I think that Henry won a lot of fights after that, and he began to get good just when it's time for him to, back up.
I see. Red, I know that you're going to... You want
He
to make a
wanted
point
me
here?
when I was at my fastest, right?
Right.
He must have been fast.
He was very fast. He was very fast, yeah. Reg, come in. I know there's a question that you want to put on at this point.
Yes, I think Len could hold as good as you, Muhammad, which would have been very worrying. No, you're a boxing student, and I wouldn't want to take you on in that field. But Len having said
I'm a
that,
student.
oh yes, you say you're a student and you're an expert. This is why you're
Professor.
Oh, exactly. I bow to your superior knowledge at all times. You know that. Would the 1964 then Cassius Clay have beaten the present Muhammad Ali, one with the style and the speed, and now the one with the weight and the strategy? How would you have fought yourself then?
Well, people really, this is why they underestimated me. They forgot about what I can do. They got blind. They talk about weight. I went in there fighting George ran about 213 pounds. And this was 1 pound heavier than Sonny Liston when I was hot in my prime. I wasn't heavy. I don't know why they keep saying weight. And I would say that the moving and the dancing, I could still do that, man. I didn't want to do that because I would have gotten too tired at the pace. I danced about one round. The first round I kind of moved, and I was a little too tired for one round. And figuring out I had 14 more rounds to go, this pace I couldn't keep up. And I had to move 3 or 4 steps to his one because he was cutting the ring off pretty good. I was surprised he could corner me like he could. So if I'd kept that pace up and dancing for 7 or 8 rounds, I would have had to resort to ropes and actual exhaustion and tiredness. And then probably he would have got one through. So I said, I'm going to lay on the ropes first and let him throw all the punches. And if he don't have nothing too dangerous, then I'll stay on the ropes until he tire out. And that's what he did. But that type style, fighting as you say, Cassius Clay, 64, would have won easy, the 64 style, because I would have moved, I would have kept moving and laying on the ropes. It wouldn't have bothered me like it did George, because if a man lays on ropes, I'll just jab in and back off of him, and I'll tag him. If I'm really hitting him, I'll keep hitting him. But if I'm not landing, see, George didn't have enough sense to realize he was not landing. He just kept throwing and throwing and throwing, ran out of gas, or what you all call it, petrol, and there wasn't a station around nowhere. You feel it? See? So the first Cassius Clay doing the hopping and jumping would have beat that man on rope style, because I never would have came in hitting range. I stayed off.